We're recording. Okay, so this is team call, obviously Monday, March 12th. And like I was just saying, I've gotten lots of text messages about some of us not being able to make it, which is fine because they're recorded. But what I wanted to talk about tonight is, I don't remember exactly what I titled this call, but basically how to fit in working your business when you're busy. And I think that it's kind of this theme that we've had with some of our more recent team calls, because I think that it's just really applicable to a lot of coaches on our team. Whether you work full time and are trying to grow your business, or whether you have kiddos that you take care of, which is a full-time job, and you're trying to grow your business. Whatever the case may be, I think that figuring out how to make the business work for you when you're busy is something that's really important. Another reason why I feel like this topic is really important is because I feel like whenever I started my business, I was insanely busy and I didn't have any upline support to try to teach me how to make the business more manageable. Working a full-time job, going to school full-time, being a wife, and all of that fun stuff. So a couple things though before we get started. I just have some announcements. I'm not going to go over the announcements from last week. Just know that in the recorded call from last week, all of the announcements were from the National Wake Up Call, so you can check all of that out about the, the beach bars and Super Sunday and things like that. But the announcements that I wanted to go over really briefly for this week's team call are ones from the National Wake Up Call this morning. If you did not listen to the National Wake Up Call this morning, it was good. It was fine. It wasn't anything that was like earth-shattering or anything like that, but definitely make it a habit to listen to those every week, even if you don't listen to them live, and all that information is on our website. So for this week, though, the first announcement that I have is for some of our newer coaches who maybe don't know this, every month that you hit Success Club, which if you're in New Coach Prep School, you may not even know what Success Club is yet, and that's okay. So just kind of maybe jot this down or keep it in the back of your mind. Every month that you hit Success Club, you get some sort of reward from corporate. So March's Success Club reward is a personal development webcast with New York Times bestselling author Jon Acuff, I think is how you say his last name. He is the author of the book called Finish, Give Yourself the Gift of Done. You also, if you have registered for Summit and you're in Carl Deichler's 1x3x5 group, you will get, if you hit Success Club in the month of March, you'll get a t-shirt as well. So if you haven't registered for Summit, remember last week's announcements incorporated the fact that Summit tickets are on sale right now for $155. Side caveat, if you're a new coach listening to this live or listening to the recording and you have no idea what Summit is and no idea what Success Club is, it's okay. We'll go over all of that stuff in your New Coach Prep School this week. So the other announcement is that we have I'm so excited about this one. We have a brand new program launching in May called the 2B Mindset. They posted, I think it was on the Beachbody Champions page on Facebook, they posted a little sort of promo video about what this is going to look like over on that Beachbody Champions page. And I'm super excited about it because it literally all focuses on shifting your mindset around food, right? And I think that I'm so excited about it because that is really where my transformation has happened, is, dealing with emotional eating and understanding food as fuel and not using food as a crutch. And so this entire program will be focused on getting your mindset right, and telling yourself yes and not no in terms of the types of food that you can eat and, getting out of sort of the diet mindset. So I'm super, super excited about that one. They're going to give us kind of a more in-depth detail as to what that looks like in terms of promoting it to our customers at Super Saturday. Super Saturday weekend, while I'm on the topic, is the weekend of April 7th. So find a Super Saturday near you. I will be going to the Dallas one again. And that will be on Sunday, the 8th, and I'll post all of the ticket information. I think I already did. Carl Deichler will be at the Super Sunday in Dallas, which is the CEO of Beachbody. So I'm kind of thinking about, if we have enough coaches that want to go to the Dallas one, we could do like an overnight thing and we could go down on Saturday and we could all share a hotel room and then go to Super Sunday on Sunday and then go home. So think about that, post on the team page if that's something that you're interested in, but they'll be giving us more information about the 2B Mindset there. Something else I'm super excited about, and something that I really hope everybody who's planning on going to Summit, which should be everybody, will participate in, is if you earn Success Club 5 in March and in April, and you have a total of 20 Success Club points combined between the course of both of those months, you get an invite for you and a guest to attend the Success Club party at Coach Summit. So I'm really pumped about that. So I'll recap that really quick. You have to have a total of 20 Success Club points between the months of March and April, hitting Success Club 5 in both. So the reason why there's that kind of caveat in there is because if you hit Success Club 2 in March and Success Club 18 in April, you won't get invited because you have to hit 5 in both with a total of 20. So those are all the announcements that I have. Be thinking about Super Saturday weekend. If you're going to a Super Saturday near you, that's fabulous. If you want to travel to go to the one in Dallas, let's get together. Let's plan something. There is I think we might only have one. I think we only have one Oklahoma girl besides me on the call. There's a couple of us up here in Oklahoma. Most of us are in other places though, but we can carpool, we can get a hotel room, we can kind of make a weekend out of it. So if you want to go to Dallas, they do have a Super Saturday in Oklahoma City for my Oklahoma girls, but I went to it one time and I was really disappointed. So I just drive the extra distance to Dallas because it's just way better, let's be honest. Okay, so now into our content. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to talk about this, outside of the fact that I feel like it's really applicable to a lot of the coaches on our team and a lot of our newer coaches, is because I got to thinking about the fact that I was thinking about sort of my niche market and the challengers that I'm attracting into my accountability groups and the coaches that I'm attracting to my team. And the fact of the matter is this: likes attract likes, right? We talk about this all the time with coaching and in training and in social media, how you should be speaking to yourself so that you can attract like-minded people into your groups and onto your team, right? So we talk about, creating your avatar and how we should be speaking to not only the person that we are now, but the person that we were before Beachbody, right? Because before we learned, how to take care of ourselves and make ourselves a priority, and before we transformed our lives, or while we're in the midst of transforming our lives, it's important to connect with people who were the pre-coaching Beth, the current Beth, and the Beth that I'm headed to, if that makes sense. So with that being said, the people that I'm going to be attracting are probably going to have busy lives just like me, right? I'm busy. I go to school full time. I was working full time whenever I started coaching, and the biggest blessing that it is, I was able to quit my full-time job to coach full-time. But at the time, working full-time, trying to make coaching a full-time thing. I'm a full-time PhD student. I'm a wife. I was Mrs. Oklahoma at one point and had those responsibilities. So whatever your busy looks like, I want you to think about why you were attracted to your upline coach. So even if I'm not your upline coach, if your coach is somebody else on the call or somebody else on our team, what made you attracted to them? Was it the fact, I bet somewhere in there, it was the fact that this person was maybe like really busy, but was trying to figure out how to have it all together, right? She's not perfect, right? She has slip-ups. She struggles some days, but the fact that she was working on becoming the best version of herself in the midst of this crazy thing called life probably attracted you to her for some reason, whether it was to get into her accountability group or challenge group. You didn't even know what it was, but you wanted to be a part of it. Or she kept talking about this coaching thing and you have no idea what it was, but you wanted to be a part of it. My busy life attracts others with busy lives, right? That is the person that my posts tend to speak to, whether it's in my accountability groups or in, on my team and into coaching. Because of that, I know that every single one of my personally sponsored coaches on this call, even if you're not one of my personally sponsored coaches, you're probably busy. I get it, because likes attract likes. So I understand that my responsibility as the leader of our, entire Upline Dream Dynasty is to make this business manageable for that busy coach, for you, the busy coach. Because the fact of the matter is this, and we talked about this last week, absolutely our number one priority and goal with this business is to make ourselves a priority and be our best selves for ourselves and for our friends and family, to best serve them. But we want to help people. We know that. But the fact of the matter is this: in the midst of your crazy busy life, if you are not making money, you're not going to stay around. I get it. My mission as your upline coach and as the leader of Dream Dynasty is to give you an avenue of not only focusing on yourself, making yourself a priority and helping other people, but to make money doing so, period. Even if your number one goal with this business is to not create financial freedom for yourself or quit your full-time job or, you know, pay for groceries every month or daycare or whatever. Even if that's not your mission, my mission is to provide you with a manageable business opportunity to be able to do all of those things and make money. So I sat down and I looked at the fact that I was hitting Success Club every single month consistently. I hit my goal last month of Success Club 30 with Team Cup. I have a couple coaches that are hitting Success Club consistently, but not enough. And so that tells me that something about my leadership needs to change, because that's not good enough. Every single coach on our team should be hitting Success Club. And I think sort of where that shift in my leadership needs to happen is in making this business more manageable, because I have conversations with lots of our coaches really frequently about the fact that it's just hard. Like, I want this business so bad, but I can't figure out how to manage it. How do you do it all? How do you, like, how am I supposed to invite to accountability groups? And I'm supposed to be following up, and I can't even think of what to post on social media. So, so I want us to think about it from sort of a different perspective. Let's think about this. You're asked to run challenge groups every month, right? So that you have something to invite to. Even though that content is created for you, like on our Dream Dynasty coach training website, we have challenge group guides, and we have videos on how to onboard new customers and all of that stuff. Even though that content is created for you, guess what? You still have to send the email invites. You still have to schedule the post. You still have to invite to sneak peeks. You still have to grow a team and lead a team on top of all of that other stuff that you're doing, right? On top of being a mom, on top of going to work, on top of taking care of your home, on top of going to school, or whatever your life looks like. I get it. I cannot expect that just because I give you a challenge group guide and I give you an onboarding new customer video, that means that it makes this business easy. I get it. It doesn't. And so what I want to do is shift our focus from you feeling like, gosh, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to do this, and I'm not going to be successful if I can't do this and I can't do this. And I want us to shift our focus to being a team, right? I want us to think about this from a team perspective and think about how incredible it would be if we could support our customers and challengers as a team, right? Like, if you are out of town for a week, your challengers aren't going to feel like you've totally kicked them to the curb and forgotten about them, because there's a team here to help support them, right? And I want us to think about that in terms of our actual coaching community and team as well, not just supporting our customers. Because the fact of the matter is this: hitting Success Club 50 every month is not going to build you a sustainable business. It's not going to. A team will build your business, okay? So outside of the fact that you can build an incredible community and find your true tribe, you can build a business. Success Club 50 every month will not build your business. And I want us to really kind of think about that. So all of this reflecting and all of this thinking about being a team and about shifting the focus of my leadership to really make sure that this business is manageable for all of the busy ladies on our team that I'm attracting, because I am busy as well. I started thinking about exactly what I was teaching our team to do. And I'm gonna like get lots of eye rolls when I say these words, but I'm gonna say them anyways. Power hours, right? And we preach power hours, and Beachbody Champions page preaches power hours. But the fact of the matter is this: you probably don't have an hour to sit down and work your business at one time. If you're working full time, and if you're mom full time, and if you're, you're running in all these different directions. So what we're gonna talk about tonight specifically is power pockets. And this won't take but like another 15 minutes. I just want you to kind of get the concept of it. Before we go into talking about power pockets, we've talked about power pockets before in a training that I think it was Keisha Fitzgerald that she did on the Beachbody Champions page, but this is going to look a little bit different. And I want you to kind of open your ears to this in the same sense that you go into a national wake-up call with. Every national wake-up call has incredible information in it from top coaches on things that work for them and their business. It doesn't mean that you have to apply all of that knowledge to your business. The point of those national wake-up calls is to just take tidbits of what other coaches are doing that's working for them and figure out if it will work in your business, and then make it work for you if you want it to. Like this morning's national wake-up call, I listened to the whole thing, but I was kind of, I just didn't get anything from it. And that's fine. The fact of the matter is I listened to all the announcements, I listened to the rank advancements, and I got the message to decide if it was for me or not. And it wasn't. So that's fine. We'll try again next week. So that's what I want you to do with this information. If you do not have 45 minutes or 60 minutes to sit down every day and make sure all your vitals are done and do your inviting and your following up and all of that stuff, then this will be really good information for you to try to figure out how to do your Power Pockets throughout the course of one day. So I've been teaching Power Hours to you guys, but the fact of the matter is this: I didn't use Power Hours when I started growing my business. I didn't have time. Now, towards the moment that I set my intentions on quitting my full-time job, I woke up at 3 in the morning and I forced myself to have 2 hours-ish to work my business before I went to work. But before that, I didn't work my business in terms of Power Hours. I worked them in Power Pockets, essentially, throughout the course of the day. Whenever I would pick up my phone, I would be really intentional about what I was doing with my phone. So all a Power Pocket is, in the context of this conversation, is just a 5 to 10 minute behavior. It's not a power hour. And you can do it straight from your phone. You don't have to be sitting at a computer. So that is who this is going to kind of be speaking to. Before we kind of break them down and I tell you exactly what they should look like throughout the course of your day, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about how busy you really are. Because I think it's really easy for us to just tell ourselves that we're much busier than what we are. I'm absolutely guilty. I was guilty of it today. For those of you that have been kind of keeping up with what I have going on, I'm finishing up, well, starting / finishing / in the process of finishing up the first 3 chapters of my dissertation, and it's due next Wednesday, and I have so much work to do, and I've just been telling myself, like, oh, I'm so busy, like, I don't know how I'm gonna get it done, and I have so much going on, I'm trying to do this, and I'm trying to do that. The fact of the matter is, I have to sit on my couch for 2 to 3 hours in pockets every day watching trash TV. I'm not that busy, right? Like, if I have time to do those things, I have time to get this stupid paper done. So I want you to just really think about how busy you really are and be honest with yourself about how you're using your time to determine if that is a valid enough excuse for you to not be moving your business forward. So the vital behaviors, another eye roll along with Power Hour. Here's the thing. The vitals are simple. You have to do them. Schedule your workout, listen to personal development on your way to work or on your way to the grocery store or whatever. And there is 2 of the 3 most important vital behaviors done. That's it. Figure out when you're going to get your workout done and listen to personal development while you're in the car if you don't have time to sit down and read a book. Other than that, here are 6 little power pockets of time and things that you can do throughout the course of your day without ever sitting down at a computer, okay, and working your business. Power pocket number 1. You set an alarm on your phone, right? And it goes off in the morning. Most of us probably set an alarm. I want you to think about what the first thing is that you do whenever your alarm goes off, besides hit snooze, if you're like me. After you get done hitting snooze, you probably scroll. I'm guilty of it. The first thing I do is scroll. I have notifications, I go look at them, and then I get lost in Instagram stories, and it's just tragic. I waste at least 7 minutes scrolling first thing in the morning. Well, guess what? Stop scrolling. Instead, add 10 people to your network. Add 10 people to your network. Go on Instagram. If you, follow some like local clothing boutique or a local hair salon or something like that, go to their page, look at their followers, find 10 people that go to their page, find 10 people that you feel like you vibe with, whether it's like they're a stay-at-home mom or they love dogs or they live in the country or whatever. If you feel like you vibe with that person, just add them. Don't send them a message. You don't have to do anything else. Just add them, follow them, whatever. Put your phone down and then go on about your day, okay? Literally takes 5 to 10 minutes. Find 10 people, add them to your network, put your phone down, go live your life. The next time you pick up your phone, and these are not scheduled moments, okay? The next time you pick up your phone, connect with 5 people. Not an invite, just a connection. Send them a message. Send a message. Hey, that picture that you just posted, I really love your top. Where did you get it? Or, hey, I saw that really like awesome recipe that you posted yesterday. Where did you find it? Or I love how into health and fitness you are. Like, are you a coach? Or not an invite, just a connection, just 5 of them. The next time you pick up your phone, before you do anything else, instead of scrolling, connect with 5 people. Put your phone away, go live your life. Don't respond to these messages right now, because then you're going to get wrapped up in trying to force a fast conversation because your lunch break is almost over and you have to go get kids from recess, or you have to go swap the laundry out or whatever. Just send 5 messages, put your phone down, walk away, go live your life. Power Pocket number 3. So Power Pocket number 1 was add 10 people to your network. Power Pocket 2, connect with 5 people, just send a message. Power Pocket 3, social media. Craft a post or post a post. Now, we talked about this last week too in our call. I think it was last week. The rule of thumb for social media used to be to post 3 to 5 times a day. Things have changed. You don't have to post 3 to 5 times a day. Instead, I want you to focus on posting 1 to 2 times a day, but provide value in those posts, okay? Motivation, accountability, a recipe, a cute outfit, makeup products, like whatever you think is going to add value to that girl that you're trying to attract. Either make the post or think about the post and maybe craft it in your notes section and then post it later. That's a Power Pocket. So the next time you pick up your phone, you're thinking about your social media posts, and you're going to make that post or create that post and then put your phone down and you're done. Boom, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Ever since Instagram stories kind of became a thing, that 3 to 5 posts a day thing has just kind of become irrelevant. You should be using your stories to really engage with people and to share your story in a more personal way. So that's kind of the gist there. Now, before we go into Power Pocket 4 through 6, I want to kind of touch back on something that I think our team might need some more training on, and that is tracking. You should be using some sort of tracker to track the people that you're connecting with, right? So our first, use a tracker that you can use from your phone, like Google Streaks. There are tons of YouTube tutorials on how to use like Google Streak. You can download it straight to your phone, and first thing in the morning, after you hit your snooze button, before you do your scrolling and get out of bed, go to your Instagram, add your 10 new people, jump over to your Google Streak app, add them to your tracker, boom, you're done. Power Pocket 2, pull up your tracker, look at the 10 people that you invited, pick 5, make a connection. Power Pocket 3 is social media. Power Pocket 4 is actually inviting. I know we're tired of hearing this word as well. However, you have to change your mindset around inviting, okay? So we're gonna jump back to our Google Streak or whatever tracker that we're using, and we're gonna look at those people that we've been having conversations with, because when you add them to your network, you're gonna just put added to network. When you make a connection with them, that add to network is gonna be changed to made a connection. And then once you've, cultivated that relationship and, built a friendship with them, then you can send them a direct invite and change that connection to an invite. We have to change our mindset around inviting though, first and foremost, because the person on the other end of that invite can sense your hesitation if you're not confident with your invite. And I've talked about this lots of times, but I'll go ahead and say it again. You have to think about what Beachbody has done for you and use that passion in your invites. Guys, Beachbody has changed my life, not just the business opportunity with finding all of you incredible ladies, and some of the best friendships I've ever had have come from this coaching opportunity. I was able to quit my full-time job. But other than that, going back to me just being a challenger on my own, these programs and this Portion Fix meal plan and Shakeology have legit changed my life. I have no hesitation asking somebody to do this with me. I have no hesitation asking somebody to be in one of my challenge groups, because I know that it will change their lives if they put in the effort, period. If they press play every day, if they stay engaged in my accountability group and interact with the other ladies, if they, focus on making themselves a priority and do personal development to help change their mindset, their life is going to be changed. I know it will be because it changed mine. I have no problem sending somebody an invite, none. And you should love this opportunity and our programs in this business so much that you are that excited to share it with them. Okay, so first of all, before we get into like the nitty gritty of inviting, you have to change your mindset around it. And the confidence in inviting will come the more you do it. And most importantly, the more you continue focusing on your own journey. We talk about this all the time. You come first before anything else in this business. Your health, your focus on your own journey to be your best self for everybody around you comes first and foremost. And as long as you continue to focus on that, your confidence in inviting will continue to grow. So that's Power Pocket number 4. The next time you go to reach for your phone, open up that Google Streak app and see who you can invite from your tracker list. I also don't want us to forget about the fact that it's not just social media, right? Like, we know people in person. You have friends. If you're like me, you don't have very many, but you have family. You know people face to face that you can connect with, that you can be like, hey, I'm doing this really awesome thing. I feel better than I've ever felt in forever. Like, you should join my challenge group. What is it? Tell them what it is. See if they want to join it with you. So keep that in mind too. I think it's so easy for us to get wrapped up in, social media and connecting with people that way that we forget that we know people in person. And I don't want you to decide if they're ready. Don't decide if somebody's ready. Let them decide. Invite them anyways. So often, some coaches on our team or, challengers who maybe are starting to have conversations with people will text me and say, oh my gosh, I don't know how to answer this. I don't know how to answer this. And I'm like, just be honest. If their objection is money, then talk about money. Say, look, I know that $160 is it's no small feat. It's not pocket change. But think about a gym membership. I don't remember who I was talking to the other day who responded to I think it was one of our brand new coaches, responded to the money objection in such an incredible way. Like, just speak from your heart, right? $160 for an entire year's worth of access to over 6,000 workout programs, a month of Shakeology, a meal plan, coaching. Like, you get all of this for $160. I get that it's a lot of money, but here's the value that you're getting. And guess what? If they say, I just can't do it right now, then guess what? They can't. And that is fine. Whenever they're ready or whenever they're able to make that commitment, they'll come back to you. And that's what we are here for, right? Like, we are genuinely here to help other people. If they can't do it right now because of time or money or fear or whatever reason, then address that fear with them and help them walk through it. And if they're not ready, then they're not ready. So be aware of objections and know how to help people with them, but they have to decide if and when they're ready. So Power Pocket number 4 is inviting. Power Pocket 5, the next second that you go to pick up your phone on your conference break or in between loads of laundry, instead of getting lost in the scroll or Instagram stories, I want you to pull out your Google Streak or whatever tracker you're using and follow up, right? People who haven't responded, people who have said no before, people who had a link out but never ordered, people who said they were interested but then never got back with you. Just follow up with a couple people. If you have 5 minutes, great. If you have 7, great. If you have 10, great. Power Pocket number 6, respond to messages, right? So throughout these little snippets, throughout the course of the day, you've invited, you've connected, you've added new people, you've done all this great stuff. You've probably gotten some responses. And I'm going to kind of track backwards here and say, whenever you send those connection messages, whenever you add people to your network, whenever you send invites, and whenever you follow up, if you get immediate responses, don't get lost in trying to respond. Leave them there. That's the purpose of these little pockets is to make it manageable for you to work throughout the course of the day, just from the 5 minutes that you're picking up your phone to scroll. Power Pocket 6 is just to respond to those messages. Respond to the follow-ups, respond to, the people that you invited. And that way you kind of have a really designated allotment of time to really get those questions answered instead of just having to force like a really quick, sort of fast response just to move on to the next thing because you're busy. And of course, as your team grows, you're going to focus your time in other places. But in the meantime, like I said at the beginning, my responsibility is to help you make money helping other people, to reward you for helping change other people's lives. Our team has literally every resource that you could ever need to be successful, but you have to use them, and you have to use them in a way that works for you. If that is sitting down for 45 minutes or 60 minutes at one time and getting all this stuff done, adding 10 people, starting 5 conversations, sending 10 invites, sending 5 follow-ups, responding to messages, if you can sit down for 45 or 60 minutes at a computer and get that done, you go for it. But if you can't, if you are out of pocket all day long with all the craziness, and you wake up first thing in the morning and you have 5 minutes to add 10 people, and then you get to work and you got there 15 minutes early and you have 5 minutes to connect with 5 people, and then on your lunch break, if you have 10 minutes to craft a couple social media posts, and then as soon as you get home, while the kids are eating their snacks, before you go to soccer practice, if you have 5 to 7 minutes to send out some invites. And then while they're at soccer practice, if you're sitting there, you have 5 to 10 minutes to send some follow-ups. And then right before you go to bed, after the kids are put to sleep, 5 to 10 minutes to respond to some messages. You've already got your workout done, and you've already listened to your personal development on the way to work that morning. Guess what? You've literally done every single thing you need to do to work your business that day. Every single thing. You've invited, you followed up, you connected, you added to your network, you did your own workout, you listened to personal development. Like, that's it. That is all it takes to grow and build this business. And so I'm hopeful that kind of breaking down the business that way, instead of you feeling like you needed 60 minutes all at once to sit down, I'm hopeful that you can figure out, even if it doesn't look exactly like this, I'm hopeful that you can figure out how to really make getting all of those really important behaviors done every day that is going to grow and move your business forward. Other than that, I had one other thing that I wanted to mention. And I'm not going to post this in our team page. This call will be posted in our team page. So for those of us that go back and listen to it, they will hear it, obviously. But for those that don't listen to the team call this week, they won't know about it. And that is that for every coach on our team that hits Success Club this month will get a free pair of workout leggings from me. My favorite pair of workout leggings. So all that means is that you have to help 3 people. That's it. Get 3 people into an accountability group. Change 3 people's lives this month. That's all you got to do. And use these power pockets in one chunk or throughout the course of your day to make sure that every day you're moving your business forward. I'm 3 minutes late, but it's better than usual. So I'm going to go ahead and let you ladies go. But I hope that this was at least a little bit helpful. Next Monday night, the 19th, I'm really excited for this one. Mallory, a coach on our team, is going to be talking about how we are not salespeople. She actually, her full-time job is in radio sales. And so our call last week kind of hit on sort of the salesperson mentality and how we share, not sell, and how it's our responsibility to share our journey and not just sell somebody something, because that's not what we do. I cannot tell you how many times just last week I invited some of my challengers to the coaching opportunity, or they sat in on the sneak peek, and then I asked them what they thought, and they said, well, it sounds so amazing, and the team sounds so fun, and I love Beachbody, and I've like these programs have changed my life, but I used to sell lip scents, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I can do this. Selling lipstick is a little different than focusing on your health and fitness and helping other people. So after that call, Mallory texted me and she was like, I would love to do a team call on how we are not salespeople. And I thought that would be fabulous, because I think kind of getting that out of our brains will help with our confidence in inviting. So which is one of these power pockets. So that will be next week. And then I believe the week after that is going to be the Bombshell Dynasty monthly call. So, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or if you need any support or anything, be sure to post in the team page on Facebook. That's what it's for. And for those of you in New Coach Prep School this week, don't forget to hop over in that group and do the daily activity for today. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great Monday evening, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.